Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Melissa if you're new here. This package is from Aroid Market, and I just want to say thank you so much to Aroid Market for sending and gifting me these plants. I unboxed a video for them last year, and I'll make sure to link that video down below, but it was, I think, 6 or 7 variegated plants that I got from them. It was a pretty amazing plant mail package, and so I'm super excited to show you another unboxing from them. Last time when I had the package, it was coming directly from Indonesia, but this actually came from a hub here in the US. The address on the package says New Jersey from Plant Stop USA. So the plants came from Indonesia, and then from their hub, they packaged the plants and sent them directly to me here in Savannah. They shipped at UPS and I got them in 2 days from the shipping notification. I was looking on their website and it says for US customers that there's no minimum order limit, but if you order over 12 plants or 12 pieces to the USA, it requires an import permit. If you don't have your import permit, I'll make sure to link where you can go and sign up because it's really easy to do and fill out. I don't know when these plants were actually shipped to their hub or how long they've been there, so I don't know how long they've actually been here in the US. I don't know how often they're getting packages from Indonesia to their local hub. I'm still going to treat this like a regular import and give them time to acclimate because coming in from one country to another and that sanitation process can be really hard on plants, and they need time to kind of settle in and adjust. They did let me pick a couple, so I know what some of them are, and then some they chose for me. I think there's an Anthurium, I know there's an Anthurium, a Philo, a Monstera, and Hoya, but I honestly, I forget what the other ones are. There's either 6 or 7 plants in here, so I'm excited to go ahead and dig in and see what they sent. So let's get started here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this unboxing. I forgot my cutter. I don't feel like going and getting it, so I'm just gonna take this tape off. Ooh. We got lots of polyfill in there, so that's what the inside is looking like. It has their logo on there, and there's a little sticker. That's cute. Oh, I can already see condensation. I don't know if you can see the moss right here. There's condensation, so that means it's moist, which is a good thing that they're hydrated. So we have 1 plant, 2 plant. It's crazy how flat they can package these. 3 plant, 4, 5. We got some pretty big ones in here. 6, 7 plants to open. You know, I'm just gonna go right on top and just kind of go down the pile. This one's pretty big. I think I was looking forward to this one the most. Let's open this one. Well, one of them that I was looking forward to the most. I did pick this one. It's a Monstera. I hope it's okay. I see a rotted leaf. Ooh. Wow, honestly, it doesn't look bad for being imported because yellowing here is totally normal. Some of these leaves are gonna go, but wow. So at first glance, honestly, to me, I don't really see a difference between this and, well, this is supposed to be a Monstera albo white tiger is what they're calling it. But to me, it just looks like a regular Monstera albo. So I don't know what a white tiger is supposed to mean. Do you know what white tiger is supposed to mean? Or what the difference is between that and like a regular Monstera albo? It's got really good color. I don't know, because it says it's a Monstera alba white tiger and I love Monstera, I just figured I would get it, but it is a gorgeous specimen. Holy moly. So underneath on this leaf, there's something. There, right there, do you see the little dots? There's another right there. I should probably put some gloves on. Right there. It's not a good sign. The first plant I open, it's definitely scale. And scale can be stubborn and spread pretty easily. They must have survived the sanitation process. Let me peek at the root system. I'm gonna open this up and then I'm gonna go get some gloves. Ugh. Yeah, it's rotted. It stinks really bad. I mean, rotted roots are normal, but that stinks. And this leaf fell off. The leaf with the pest. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't want to deal with pests. I've been dealing with mealies and ants. I just don't even want to deal with that, honestly. I don't feel like getting gloves. I'm already in here. Okay. Let's hope the mood changes. I'm kind of sad now. All right, this is Anthurium King of Spades. I was really looking forward to this one. It's a beautiful Anthurium. I feel like it might be a pretty decent sized specimen. Wow, it's so pretty. I've sort of been on an Anthurium kick lately. This polyfill is so soft. This makes up for the Monstera. Wow, look at that healthy root there. That's a good sign. No plant in here is safe. Holy moly. That is a beautiful specimen. I think that might be a scale bug. Right where my finger is, right there. It's really tiny. This is a freaking beautiful specimen. It's so dark. I think there might be some rotted roots, but then there's some healthy ones growing in from all the moisture. Like that's a new healthy root there. I'll show you at the end. I'll like pop on and show you what I do with them all. I'm gonna put these in a big bin. I think I have a bin that I'll quarantine these in, especially since I'm dealing with scale. I don't want that to spread anywhere. This is by far my favorite. I love, it is beautiful. Okay, they sent a Syngonium white butterfly variegated. White butterfly variegated. I don't think I've ever had a Syngonium imported before. I don't know how they import. Okay, you can see the variegation there. The white. This leaf is a bit sad. I think this might be the older leaf here. And then this one here's the newer leaf. This one. I'm frantically like searching for pests. It's got like one root hanging on in there. Right there. All right, I don't see any pest at first glance on that one. All right, let's do this one. It's a Hoya. I don't know what this one is. The name Hoya SP GARUT. And then there's a number, so I don't know if that number correlates to the Hoya. Oh, it's kind of cute. Kind of like a splashy color on the leaf. I like the green color and I like the splashiness on it. I know Hoya don't really import that well, so I might just get rid of the root system and just prop this thing. I'll show you what the roots look like at the end on this one. Okay, let's do this one. Another Hoya. I think this is, I can't remember what that one is. It's Hoya Mitrata silver. Oh, it's got some big leaves. Oh wow, that is a pretty Hoya. I'm back. I had to change my battery. Ugh. I've spent too long looking over for pests. So yeah, this is the Mitrata silver. I don't know how to pronounce it. It feels very thin. I feel like it definitely probably needs some hydration, but look at that silver color. That is beautiful. That's the back side there. Yeah, that feels very thin. I think we have two left. This one's kind of big too. Look at that root system. This is a philodendron. It's a burl marks variegated, but it's the mint variegated. I wonder what this one looks like. You can see the mint a little bit. Some of the leaves are yellow, so it's kind of faded. So it's more of like a minty variegation. That leaf there is pretty, the half moon. Half green, half mint. That's beautiful. I'm not seeing visible pest. I literally stared at this thing for 5 minutes. There is some like weird markings on that leaf, which is questionable for like maybe previous or old pest damage. I don't really like that leaf. It's got a big root ball. The moss is very moist on all these. A little bit of roots down in there. All right, this is the last one. This one's the biggest. Oh, it's another anthurium. Whoa, this must be a huge anthurium. It is green mamba crossed with silver blush. That's the name of it. Whoa. I'm sorry, I'm like paranoid with pests. I feel like I can't enjoy unboxing the plants. I'm getting old, I can't see that well anymore. Plus my vision's just like really bad. There's something on this leaf. I think it's dead, but I can't tell what it is. I need like a magnifying glass. I think it's scale. For a moment I thought it was a thrips, but I think it's just scale. I think it's dead, maybe. I'll put a picture on the screen of what I'm looking at. This here had me worried, those markings. I think it's just old pest damage. But I didn't really show you this one. I'm too busy looking for pests. Look how big it is. It imported very well. The oldest leaf is here, has a slight yellow tinge. And then the newest leaf here actually is unfurling beautiful. The scale is on the new leaf, on like right there is where I'm seeing that, like right there. But it might be dead. Got some roots you can see in here that might be a little squishy, but it is pushing some new aerial roots here. And I could easily prop this. I could take this section away and prop, which I might do. It looks like there's a nice little section I can prop. It's a beautiful anthurium. It's huge. I really like the shape of it. Like that leaf is really pretty. I wonder if the size of the leaves roughly stay like the same, how big they get. It seems like a pretty mature specimen, like a pretty big one. Sorry I'm not as cheerful opening this plant mail. I think I'm just paranoid about pests. I think the Monstera definitely has live thrips, or not thrips, scale, live scale. And I did see a scale on, was it this one? I think so. My favorite by far are the anthurium. This is my favorite out of the bunch, this one here. King of Spades, beautiful. This one is beautiful. They're just very large specimens. I really like the silvery Hoya. I hope it rehabs well. This Hoya, I'm probably not, if it rehabs and it survives, I don't think I'll keep that one. I'll have to look at the blooms. I'm just not familiar with that Hoya. I'm not really a fan of syngoniums. I don't know if this one's gonna do well. This one should do okay if I can get it to like reroot and everything. The philodendron, I really like the mint, so I think I'm gonna like this. And then of course the Monstera. I love Monstera alba White Tiger. Definitely I'm gonna prop that because that root system is completely rotted. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like scrub down these leaves for sure and quarantine all of these. These are gonna get in a little bin situation together. I don't think I have a big enough bin for all these, so I might prop some. I might just be getting rid of the root system on these and just prop and clean the leaves really good. But I don't know if I have time to do this later today. I don't think I will, so honestly, I might just leave these. I'm gonna say, what's the temperature? It's November 14th, so it's like here in Savannah, it's still warm, like it's 70s, but the lows are gonna get cold. It's gonna be low of 50s. I don't know. I might just be leaving these outside. Oh, we have some lows of 40s next week. Yeah, unless I have time to, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have time. So I'll pop back on at some point and show you what I ended up doing with these. It'll be right after this for you guys. It'll be just a second, but I might look a little different and everything for a different day. I love this one here. If you get an import, no matter where you're importing from, even just a regular plant mail package, the important thing to take away is you don't know if there's going to be pests. So it's always important to inspect, because I've had a scale outbreak. I wouldn't say an outbreak, but I had scale come in on an import plant before, and I didn't know it was there, because scale, you know, they can crawl and move, and they can hide like in the stems and everything down in here. So if you don't see any on the actual leaves, there could be like an infestation hiding, and you don't even know it, and it can spread. So I've had scale before, and you don't want that spreading to your collection, and it can require several treatments. I usually just use like neem castile soap, and a lot of the times I'll just like pick the scale off, like ugh. So it happens, even though they go through a rigorous sanitation process, pests still can survive. So it's important to check. And yeah, I'm really happy to have a lot of these plants in my collection. Yeah, I'll kind of make a follow-up video whenever it's time to like actually pot these up and everything. I'll do a follow-up if you are interested in seeing what happens with these guys. I'll also list my import playlist down below. I have some older videos. I think I filmed every import that I've received. So if you want to see more of the process of kind of what I did and everything, I'll link all those down there in that playlist. And yes, thank you again to Aroid Market for sending me such beautiful specimens. Hi friends, it is a couple days later, and I'm going to quickly finish up the rehab situation. I have an entire tray of goodies. I have soap, shears, alcohol, and 7 cups of water. And we have everything in here. They're still in their wrapped thing of moss. I haven't done anything with them yet. So I'm gonna get them cleaned up, and I think I'm pretty much gonna be getting rid of the root system on a lot of them. So I've had them outside here for 2 nights, and it's gotten to upper 40s out here. I was a little anxious leaving them outside here, but my other bathroom has plants in it, and I didn't have anywhere to leave them I didn't have a space that didn't have plants. I just didn't want to take the chance with me finding pests that there could be an issue, and the last thing I want to do is bring pests, like known pests, inside, like in my actual house. So until I get these cleaned and situated, they had to stay out here, and I'm still gonna isolate them. I think what I'll do is put them in, I'll find a spot. I think I have like a container that I'll stuff them all in, and then put another container over so that they're kind of isolated and they can get some extra humidity and stuff to kind of rehab. But first things first, I'm gonna get my hair up, get my gloves on, and get this little station set up, and I'll be back on and we'll get to rehabbing these really quick. I'm going to be using a drop or 2 of Super Thrive in the cups of water once I prop them, just to kind of give them a little nutrient boost. I have 2 different kinds of soap. This is neem oil, castile soap, and some alcohol, 70%. And then I also have a new spray that I'm using. This is not Dawn, by the way. I'm just using the container. This is Pure Crop 1. It's a new natural fungicide and insecticide that I've been trying out. So I have 2 options. I don't know. I might use the neem castile soap and alcohol for these, and then maybe use this next time. I might just switch it up. I also just have some straight alcohol, and we got our shears to clean with. This is going to be the trash bin. I'm going to be dumping all the moss out into here. Those are gonna go down in here too. Yeah, this entire thing is completely rotted and it stinks really bad. Oh my gosh, it stinks really, really bad. Oh, I haven't smelled that bad of root rot in a while. Clean these. I'm just gonna cut and I'm cutting off these. Oh, this leaf fell too. Or this leaf broke. Why are they coming off so easily? All right, I'm cutting these aerials. I'm cutting this again. It looks a little rotted. I don't like how that aerial root rotted right there. I honestly could try and salvage this node or try to see what would grow out of here, but this isn't going to be worth my time and effort. I'm not willing to try and save this. I'm not going to bother with it. So this is what the end is looking like. And before I stick this in water, I'm going to clean. This smells really strong of neem oil. So I'm gonna let this sit for a bit before I like wipe and rinse that. I'm just gonna let the soap and everything do its job. This one has no stem. Do you see? It's just, there's no stem. All right, we are cutting these roots. I don't have high hopes this one's gonna make it. Actually, I don't have high hopes with the Alvo either. Just a pure rotted mess. Previous imports, I've just like stuck the root system in water. But I think I'm just gonna cut and get rid of these roots. Well, there are a couple white ones here. I'm gonna get rid of this bottom chunk right here. I'm just gonna cut it off. And I'm gonna propagate this again. I'm gonna get rid of this leaf here. So this cutting is what we're left with. These roots look okay. I'm gonna cut this again. And that's the third one. So I was able to take 3 cuttings from that. These two have a little bit of aerial root, that's okay. This one doesn't have any, so I'm not sure if that one's gonna do. But I think these ones should do okay, hopefully. This Hoya we're going to immediately cut. I want to cut this again right here and do 2 cuttings. I don't have high hopes for this Syngonium at all. I think this is the one that was hanging on by one little root. Boom. Okay, that's all that's left. All right, now the 2 big Anthurium. These feel cold. I probably shouldn't have left these outside for 2 days, but this import didn't come at a good time because I was just so busy with other stuff. I couldn't like take care of them right away. These roots actually look pretty good. Trying to get everything because scale can hide down in these little crevices. This is a beautiful, beautiful Anthurium. So soapy. Last one. Ugh, a lot of this is kind of rotted. That's insane. I'm gonna go ahead and prop these 2, separate them right here at the base. I'm just gonna gently pull apart. All right, my battery's about to go, and since I'm gloved up, I'm gonna finish spraying this, and I'm gonna be cutting most of the roots off of this one, and then I'm gonna rinse these under my kitchen sink with hot, warm water and kind of scrub them a bit with a rag just to loosen any scale bug that's still on these. And then I'm gonna put them in their water, and then I'll show you what they are are looking like and where I'm going to keep them. So I'll be back in just a second. Hi, hello, I'm back. This is what we have going on. Let me show you them. This container is just a bin, and I have a bin like on top too. It's gonna hold in humidity. It's a little bit small. I do have two larger ones, but they're currently in use right now, so I'll have to switch them out. But I'm gonna do that later. They honestly look a lot better after getting them all situated in here. Look at that beautiful anthurium. So I have them in their individual cups of water. And I did another clean at the sink. So I let that soap sit on them, rinse them, and then I sprayed them again, let it sit. So they were cleaned twice. This is the mint philodendron, the burl marks variegated. And so now I have 3 cuttings in here, 3 propagations. This leaf is so pretty. So hopefully this one does okay. This is the Hoya. I have just a little bit of water in here. And then again, I mixed Super Thrive. I already forget the name of this Hoya. And the other one here, I don't think is gonna make it because there's just not any type of root system. I kind of laid it in there as to where that part is in the water, but the leaves are kind of out. I don't know. I might end up trying to stick that part into some stratum, but I'm gonna let them isolate in here for a little bit before I decide to do that. This is all that's left of the variegated white butterfly, 2 leaves, and that's the stem on that one little root. Another leaf fell off the elbow when I was watering or like rinsing it, so that's all that's left of the elbow. So we'll see how this one does. I really hope this one makes it. And then we have the 2 anthuriums. So this is the King of Spades. I kind of want to chop more of the roots off on this one, but I'm gonna wait. Some of those may rot off. Beautiful leaves. And then this one was the one that I was filming when the camera cut off. So I propagated it. So that's the one section, and it has some new roots that will grow in there. In this main section, I pretty much got rid of the root system. I actually cut it there on the bottom. I just cut away all that. So this is the roots that were on top, and then I got rid of one leaf that was like down here closer. So now I have like 3 leaves on that one. So I have these in a cup of water together. Water and Super Thrive. I added some Super Thrive in here. My battery died again. So I'm gonna leave them in this little container right here for now. They're right there. So that's kind of how we're looking. I know you can't really see them in there. And then I'll probably swap the container out for the larger one so that the plant leaves aren't touching the edge, because that's gonna hold in a lot of humidity. So it's gonna melt the leaves if too many of them like touch the edge. I kind of felt like I was a little vigorous this time around with my imports. Normally I'm not this aggressive as far as propagating right away and cutting a lot of the root system away. I normally just like spray them and then stick them in water. So I definitely am curious how they're gonna do this time. Again, I saw scale, and I think that was it. I think it was just scale that I was dealing with, and it wasn't a lot. I did clean them, so what I'm gonna do is every week I'll take them to the sink and spray them off again, just in case there's any more pests that show up, because yeah, if there's like one little scale bug that survived, it can definitely cause an infestation. I've had it happen before with an import. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on these. Hopefully they all make it and they all do okay and they bounce back. But I'm excited to have these plants, and I'll make a follow-up video on them in some time once they kind of rehab a bit. I imagine they're gonna stay like this for, honestly, probably until the beginning of the year. I may be potting them up at the end of the year, but I'm gonna let them acclimate for at least a month, so we'll see how it goes. I'll make sure to link again down below like my import playlist if you're interested in checking any of that out, like all my previous videos. I'll link Aroid Market's website and then also where to go to get your import permit. Thanks again to Aroid Market for gifting me these plants. I'm really excited to have them. If you have any questions, let me know and I will talk to you again soon.